Key point 1. Inessential is important. There's no doubt that you've at least once sung into a karaoke mic, shed a tear watching Studio Ghibli's animated films, lost track of time playing Nintendo Switch, or used emojis. These creations have become global pop culture fixtures in the surge of Japanese innovation. Even though we are familiar with them, our encounters merely skim the layers beneath the surface. Captivate others by consistently delivering tangible results and fostering a sense of wonder in their minds. The current obsession with Sanrio stationery, Sunny Angel figurines, Animal Crossing, and Hatsune Miku is not coincidental. It's the direct result of world-sized pop cultural gravity. To understand why these products have everyone in a chokehold, you need to memorize the rule of the 3 ins: inessential, influential, inescapable. Initially, these things weren't even made for Western consumers, but they mind-shaped the perception of innovation and creativity, allowing us to brighten mundane reality and truly understand ourselves. Prepare to go deep into phenomenal stories of global success accomplished by people with big dreams who became industry titans and changed the world forever. Key point 2. Economy saved by tin cars. In the turbulent aftermath of World War II Tokyo, once a thriving metropolis of nearly 7 million, bore witness to unprecedented destruction. The war and foreign occupation decimated its population and obliterated the industrial sector, destroying Japan's manufacturing potential. However, at that dark time, Japanese citizens truly grasped the value of beautiful things, as one such creation made Japan a key player in exports. Amid the post-war turmoil, Matsuzo Kosuge molded a palm-sized copy of an American Jeep and brought hope to children who had experienced the hardships of war. Kosuge captured the rough dimensions of a vehicle with his bath towel and made the first run from pressed beer cans, all sold out in mere hours. It was more than just the creation of toys. It was a spark of hope for economic recovery. Behind the mask of simplicity, everyday objects often wield the power to spark profound transformation. American soldiers were drawn to Jeeps. They embraced them as souvenirs and loved Kosuge's next hit, the 1950 Cadillac. By the end of the 50s, Japan had produced 75% of toys sold worldwide, becoming the world's largest toy exporter. Did you know? Due to economic reasons, Barbie dolls and their outfits were made in Japan for the first 10 years, considerably elevating the reputation of Japanese manufacturing. Key point 3. The birth of anime and manga. In the 60s, the nation was ready to find inspiration beyond the reflections of past and present. Instead, people craved symbols of the unknown future: giant robots, rockets, and ray guns. In 1963, the premiere of Mighty Atom, known as Astro Boy for the English-speaking audience, marked a pivotal moment in the history of Japanese pop culture. Despite its shoestring budget and somewhat stilted animation, the show's success rode the wave of Japan's rapid urbanization and preparation for the 1964 Tokyo Olympics. Tokyo was on the cusp of becoming the world's largest city, mirroring the metropolis depicted in the show's first episode. Osamu Tezuka, the genius behind Mighty Atom, drew inspiration from Disney's rounded forms, oversized eyes, and anthropomorphism. Tezuka's influence expanded in 1959 as manga anthologies like Weekly Shonen Magazine and Manga Sunday launched and gained immense popularity. His work, including Mighty Atom, Jungle Emperor, and Princess Knight, dominated magazines, but things were about to change. A new generation of artists emerged with a different style known as Gekiga, which offered much darker storytelling. Young and ambitious Yoshihiro Tatsumi, the creator of Jikiga Workshop, rebelled against Tezuka's naive and whimsical narratives and convinced 6 artists to join him in his revolutionary project, where they carved more complex and explicit storytelling styles. Literature is a mirror reflecting our society. Gekiga resonated with a new generation of urban youth disillusioned with Japan's post-war promises. But children continued to enjoy traditional cartoonish manga. That's why Osamu Tezuka remained a top-earning artist and created his own studio, Mushi Productions. To secure their financial situation, the studio devised an animated TV series for Mighty Atom. Surprisingly, the show enjoyed groundbreaking success, making the world aware of a new word, anime. In 1989, when Tezuka passed away due to stomach cancer, the entire nation grieved the loss of the god of comics, Japan's first international content creator, thanks to whom anime and manga exist today. Key point 4. New Anime Era. Deeply influenced by the works of Osamu Tezuka and the Gekiga workshop artists, Katsuhiro Otomo created the legendary manga Akira, the first to secure release in American comic book stores. In the 60s, furious students used the Gekiga they loved as symbols of their protest movement. Matt Alt. The anime version of Akira, directed by Otomo, debuted in Japan in 1988 and arrived in American art house theaters in 1989 as a limited release. It achieved what many thought impossible. It silenced the skeptics who had doubted the potential of cartoons as a storytelling medium. There was nothing comparable available in the United States, so Akira paved the way for future anime films, including Ghost in the Shell and Evangelion, and represented a significant coming-out moment for the small but growing American anime fan community. Despite dark fantasy themes, many considered the new anime may wave a form of escapism amid challenging times. It was a mixture of references and callbacks to old anime and sci-fi shows, creatively reimagined into something completely new. Moreover, the rise of videocassette recorders, VCRs, introduced a new business model for anime, allowing producers to sell directly to growing legions of fans and shifting its perception from a medium to a standalone product. Around the same time, another Japanese animation giant, Hayao Miyazaki, gained recognition in the United States. His Spirited Away won an Oscar for Best Animated Film in 2003, marking a turning point for Hollywood tastemakers. Since then, American animation studios have embraced Japanese-styled content. Mainstream culture is flexible and adapts to changing circumstances. There's no need to chase it. Key point 5. The power of singing along. Singing has traditionally played a significant role in Japanese culture. However, the unique reason for the invention of karaoke in Japan can be explained with one word: salaryman. Unlike their American counterparts, Japanese companies value the ability to adhere to rules, given the hierarchical seniority-based system, where a worker's worth was determined by their endurance, encompassing long working hours, after-work drinking sessions, and late-night singing competitions. In the early 60s, the world of Japanese sing-alongs was dominated by freelance musicians, and one of them created Jukate. Daisuke Inu was not the very first inventor of karaoke itself, neither globally nor in Japan. Yet he knew the audience's preferences and grasped that he should adapt the songs to make them easy enough for everyone to feel like a pro. This approach helped his machine democratize singing and had the deepest impact on the lives of Japanese and Western people. Singing isn't about perfect vocals. It's about feeling that your voice matters. Daisuke Inu didn't patent his karaoke machine. He never saw royalties from electronics manufacturers like JVC, Toshiba, or Pioneer, which borrowed his idea in the 70s, or from Yuji Yasutomo, who created digitized, on-demand streaming karaoke in the 90s. However, as the hailed inventor, Inu was genuinely happy that other companies further amplified the phenomenon, making karaoke a beloved pastime and entertainment for people of all singing abilities. Key point 6. Hello Kitty is a star. Over 40 years ago, Hello Kitty had no personality, storyline, or name. Today, she is a global sensation, as beloved as Mickey Mouse and Snoopy. What's the secret behind her success? She's just kawaii, charming, innocent, and shy. Simplicity can offer an escape from the responsibilities and moral ambiguities of adulthood. Shintaro Tsuji was just a man who wanted to make children smile and loved kawaii things himself. He didn't have any experience in design, so he hired young and ambitious artists whose works were cute enough. Their creative teamwork gave birth to Sanrio, the company behind iconic characters like Hello Kitty, My Melody, Cinnamoroll, and Gudetama. The success of Peanuts and Snoopy mesmerized Tsuji, so he instructed the team to draw cats and bears. Yuko Shimizu understood the assignment. She created the original design of Hello Kitty, which took Japan by storm in 1977. However, Shimizu had left Sanrio the year before to focus on her family after getting married. Yuko Yamaguchi took charge of Hello Kitty in 1980 and spent the next 15 years enhancing the character and Sanrio's approach to female talent. She tirelessly toured the country to observe trends among Sanrio's fans, and quickly noticed that Kitty had become a trend among teenagers. Raised obsessed with Sanrio, they wanted something cute and fashionable, with the essence of Tokyo's fashion district, Harajuku. That's why Yamaguchi created a wallet that resembled top brands but had Kitty's face instead of the usual logos. Thanks to this particular design, Hello Kitty became a legitimate fashion rock star. She was everything and everywhere: stationery, clothes, accessories, figurines, and mines. To this day, Hello Kitty emerges as a rock star among teens, and it's not going to end soon, thanks to her enduring appeal and adaptability. Key point 7. Pocket-sized technology. The Walkman, introduced in 1979, wasn't a high-fidelity device. However, this small cassette player marked a significant shift toward individualized listening, a concept we now take for granted. Its journey began when a genius marketer, Okio Morita, crossed paths with an engineer, Masaru Ibuka, who later founded Sony. Both men dreamed of a powerful company and had everything to achieve their goals. The Walkman's launch initially received little attention because people were far away from the concept of private listening. Then Morita devised a perfect idea and gifted the players to celebrities, ensuring that being seen with pocket-sized audio devices became a status symbol in Hollywood and beyond. The notion of miniaturization in electronics became a cornerstone of Sony's philosophy, a guiding principle that extended its influence into game-playing culture and many other domains. Bold and unique ideas are the driving force behind progress. Similarly, the architect of Nintendo's Famicom, Masayuki Uemura, wanted to miniaturize gaming and make it as cheap as possible. The president of Nintendo, Hiroshi Yamauchi, made another crucial decision by hiring Shigeru Miyamoto, whose Donkey Kong became the reason to buy Famicom. Just like that, both leveraged the acceptance of portable gaming devices. Later on, Nintendo repeated its triumph by launching the Game Boy. It was stylish, neutral in design, and offered scaled-down versions of beloved game classics, appealing to people of all ages. In the 90s, Nintendo dominated the Western video game market, with playing Nintendo synonymous with video gaming itself. Then Pokémon and game-based Anno May drove the world crazy. No one expected much from the title, but it spread like wildfire and became a global phenomenon. Ultimately, Pokémon bridged the gap between Japan and the world once again, and Pikachu turned out to be the successor to Hello Kitty's level of fame. It was through games, not television or manga or anime, that many foreign children would first encounter kawaii design. Matt Alt. Key point 8. The cyclical fate of anonymous forums. Hiroyuki Nishimura created 2channel as a joke in 1999 out of boredom. The site's technology and design were relatively simple. to put it mildly. But 2 Channel had charm and felt like home to sleep-deprived otaku. Train Man was one of the stereotypical platform users, at least at first sight. On Valentine's Day, 2004, he posted the first part of his miserable, but still appealing love story on 2 Channel, and a year later, the whole country talked about him. Train Man mania led to the creation of a book, theatrical play, manga, and television series. Of course, 2 Channel grew significantly thanks to that and many other random events. But so did the site's operational costs. Nishimura couldn't afford to maintain his hobby anymore. So a group of enthusiasts created the Futaba Channel, which had no official affiliation with 2 Channel, but cleverly paid homage to it. Initially conceived as a temporary solution, Futaba Channel rapidly evolved and provided a valuable window into the intricate realms of Japanese fandom for foreign enthusiasts. Success is always a matter of timing and luck. 4chan, an anonymous message board, was launched by Christopher Poole in 2003. It was similar to Lord of the Flies for anime-obsessed American teens, at least in its earliest days, and was clearly inspired by 2 Channel. Like its precursor, 4chan initially emerged as a sanctuary for otaku, gaining notoriety through attention-grabbing protests and pranks. Eventually, the driving force behind 2 Channel and 4chan was the insatiable quest for constant stimulation, leading users to tap into the seemingly boundless well of human outrage. Their hallmark feature, total anonymity, provided a sandbox for the most extreme forms of expression, fostering the growth of fandoms and subcultures. However, it also nourished the darker aspects of online interaction, including trolling, fanaticism, and hate. As the controversies continued unabated, and with the site's most vocal users increasingly politicizing it, 4chan's founder stepped down as the site's administrator in 2015 and sold it outright. Who would be willing to invest in and associate themselves with such a controversial platform? Hiroyuki Nishimura, the great-grandfather of 4chan. Conclusion. The idea of Japan being a trendsetter is as old as the hills, dating back to the 19th century when the country first opened ports to the Western world. Over the years, it has continued to influence the global stage, particularly in technology, design, and culture. Despite various challenges, Japan proudly bears unique charm. In the face of political, economic, and demographic problems, the country and its people keep thriving, possibly through the alluring power of fantasy. While Japan may not necessarily dictate the future, its values and innovations will continue shaping the world's trajectory. Try this. Support local Japanese businesses to savor authentic experiences. Be proud of your niche hobbies, even when they diverge from the mainstream. Visit galleries, look for online resources, and connect with people who share your passion. Explore Japanese cinematography and Japanese pop culture references in Western movies.